Welcome to Raw and Uncut Conversation with Nims. In this series, I'm going to share everything I know, and I wish I'd help someone out there with this information. But it won't be heavily edited, no transitions and crazy sound effects to make you keep watching. I do not care if you stop watching this video. In fact, turn it off right now. But I will share everything I know, hoping that I help that one person that might need it. Good luck. Alright, so with this video, we're gonna speak about business ideas mainly. So let's say someone has a business idea. I'm gonna tell you what to do next, because so many people, they just stuck with their ideas and they don't know what to do next. They think, oh, I shouldn't tell this idea to anyone because someone will steal it and make millions of dollars within a day. The truth is that it doesn't work like that. You know, there's so many ideas in the graveyard that never saw the light of day. The reason is that people believe that their idea is so great, but they never take action. Action is the only way that the idea will work, and the idea itself has no value at all. There's so many ideas that, here's the thing. That's what I'm gonna get into in this video. What I'm trying to tell here is that ideas are worthless. Action is what is needed. Now when it comes to action, now if you're thinking, okay, I want to start a business and I have this idea, or I want to do this, I feel like this might work, there's so many questions that people face when they're having a certain business idea, or they want to start or get started with something. The first thing I tell everyone is that starting a business takes a lot of effort, and it's gonna take a long time, and it's a very complicated process. So if you are going to get started with the business, the first question you need to ask yourself is, what are you trying to do here? What are you trying to solve here? Or if you're selling a product, what is your product going to solve? If you are going to do a service, what problem are you solving? What service are you doing to humanity? Why should people spend money on your product or service? That's the first question. And the second question you need to ask yourself is, why do you want to do that? Why do you want to serve that service or sell that product? Why do you want to do it? Now, answer the first question. And if the answer to the second question is, oh, I want money, I think this service is going to generate a lot of money. This is going to work. I know it's going to generate money. Or if the answer is like, oh, I have a friend of mine who does this business and he makes a lot of money, so I know this can make me money as well. If those are the answers that you're going to come up with, then there's an issue right there. The issue is that you are looking at the wrong picture right now. You're looking at the money. The one thing I want to tell you is that anything, literally anything, if you don't give up, you can build it to a level that will generate any amount of money that you want. All right, so any idea you got out there, you can make it work. It's just a matter of, will you hold on to it? Are you hungry enough to make it successful? And it is the same theory with any idea and with any business plan. There's no one way business plan where it just works out of nowhere. There are ways to make businesses work. Like, for example, if you got a really good connection and you got a lot of funding, you can run so many ads all around the world. There's ways to make businesses work with a lot of money and a lot of connections. But many of us out there, they don't have much. You don't have much. Like many of us the people who start businesses, they start with nothing. So if you don't have $100,000 or $200,000 to put on ads per month, then you're in the category that you're just getting started with an idea and you want to make it work. So the first thing is, don't look for shortcuts. There is no shortcut. You cannot have that identity shift within 6 months. You're going to be rich with so much stuff. It's not going to be like that. That's the reality. And if someone is going into a business thinking, it's just going to be successful overnight, or I have a friend of mine who's successful with it, because you don't know how long your friend was on it, how many hurdles that they faced. So with the second question, what you need to look into is, will you enjoy the process enough that even when a challenge shows up, you will still keep going? That's what you need to look into. Will you still keep going even if a challenge show up? Because not a challenge, there'll be so many challenges that you'll be facing throughout your business. So If you're getting started with the business, you need to ask yourself why you're doing it. And if the answer is you love doing it and you believe that you're talented and you believe that you can change the world or solve a problem or you can make people's lives better with this product, you feel grateful and you feel proud about it. Now that is an amazing plan. Now you feel grateful, you feel proud about the service that you're providing, you feel happy when you're doing it, so now you're happy to make sacrifices for it because you love it. Now it doesn't mean that you're not gonna face challenges. You're gonna face challenges and you're gonna feel like giving up, but then you already have a reason why you need to hold on, because there's this inner hunger that you want to make it happen. And the good part about it is it's gonna work when you never give up, like when you don't give up, when you just keep going, when you keep taking challenges in and just solving problems and making it a success. The right links will show up, the right connections will show up, and it will work. It'll start to work, and then money starts to come in. All right, and then money starts to pour in because it finally works. And that's it. That's literally how any business idea works. So if you are thinking of starting a business and if you have a certain idea, ask those two questions and then see if you are really in it for the game or you're in it for the money. If you're just in it for the money, when challenges show up, if you're doing something that you don't love, doing a business is just as same as doing a job that you love, but with more headache, because business is 24/7. You're gonna pour in money. With the job, it's just time. With this, you got a headache of business, 24/7 headache. You're gonna pour in money. You're not even gonna get paid the first few months of a business because you gotta pour in money. So it's a lot of work when starting a business. So if you are doing something, make sure you are focusing on the right thing. Good luck.